Good morning to all of you. I'm Seema Saraswat from Kendriya Vidyalaya number 1 Jalali for class 7, chapter 6, physical and chemical changes. Today in this topic we are going to learn about the physical and chemical changes and the properties of chemical changes. What are the characteristics of chemical changes? Changes occur around us all the time. Milk turns sour, seed germinate, the weather changes, and fruit ripen. All are the changes. Changes can be of different types, desirable and undesirable, slow and fast changes, temporary changes and permanent changes, reversible and irreversible changes, physical and chemical changes. All these changes involve one or more substance. Each substance has a unique composition. Physical changes: when a substance undergoes a physical change, it does not give rise to a different kind of substance or there is no new substances formed. A physical change is a reversible change. Example: heating of water, melting of butter, cutting of paper. In all these changes, there is no new substance formed. That means they are physical change when there is no new substances formed. Their physical state is changing, but again they can regain. Chemical changes. Chemical changes occur when two or more chemical substances react to form new product that have an entirely different set of properties. A chemical change is mostly irreversible. For example, cooking of food. We cannot convert cooked rice into raw rice. Ripening of fruits, lighting a matchstick, aging of leaves, and digestion of food. These all are irreversible changes and we can call chemical change. Yes, we can see the difference between chemical change and physical change. Physical change are mostly reversible. Ice can convert into water, water can convert into water vapor. Chemical changes are not reversible. Cooked food cannot be converted back. No new substances are formed in physical change, and in chemical change, one or more new substances are formed. Physical change, the substance retain its chemical property, while in chemical changes, new substances are formed, have different properties from the original substance. Now we can talk about the chemical reaction. A chemical change occurs when chemicals react with each other. Thus, a chemical change is also called a chemical reaction. Some of the properties of a chemical change or chemical reaction are change in energy, change in color, evolution of gas, and formation of precipitate. So, we will take one by one. First, we are going to take the change in energy. Almost all chemical reactions involve energy. Change. Some chemical reactions produce heat while some take away heat. We can classify it into exothermic. A change or reaction in which heat is released is called an exothermic. Endothermic. A change or reaction in which heat is absorbed from the surrounding is called an endothermic reaction. So change in reaction, exothermic reaction or endothermic reaction. Change in color. The color of the product may differ from that of the reactants. For example, copper sulfate is blue in color, but after reacting with iron, the product formed is of green color. Evolution of gas is also the property of chemical reaction. Some chemical changes also produce gases. Generally, the gases produced can be carbon dioxide, hydrogen, ammonia, etc. The presence of carbon dioxide can be confirmed as it turns lime water milky. Hydrogen gas, we can say, a burning splinter will produce pop sound. Now next is the formation of precipitate. In some chemical changes, the product forms separate from the solution and form a different mass of layer. This insoluble solid is called a precipitate. It is going to collect at the bottom of the test tube. In case we are going to take sodium sulfate and barium chloride, we can see the white precipitate form which is coming at the bottom of the test tube. Now I hope you have understood about the physical change and chemical change. Thank you. Have a nice day.